Please, those watching us on KTN Home, we thank you for staying with us, but Life and Style is coming up next. Otuoma, as it stands now, you had initially indicated or hinted at a possibility of you going at it independently. But before that, do you think now that the ODM has the capacity to conduct party primaries, or should they next time opt for IEBC to do this for them?
You see, what I have initially said is that political parties have also been undermined. Because you remember when we passed the new constitution, political parties were to be funded with public funds to a certain extent, depending on their strength in parliament. If you look at ODM, the kind of, outreach, it's the largest party in the country. Now, with a budget of 160 million that it gets from the exchequer, well, in real sense, at this time, we should be talking of $1 billion shillings plus, then the parties can be able to organize themselves, because the constitution has already said Kenya shall be a multi-party democracy. And that's why the Kenyans, in their wisdom, thought that for that to happen, they needed to fund political parties using certain criteria. But unfortunately, this has been undermined, and this is the outcome that you are now seeing. Parties are in very weak financial position, and individuals are trying to manipulate parties, so that it is like now positions of parties have to go to the highest bidders. This is where the problem lies. The problem lies in the whole institution the way it is. Because these petty criminals can be contained. Like now when, as I told you, a governor stands and says, I had already availed all vehicles to carry the election material, I had already availed the staff. What does that tell you? You are an aspirant, and yet you are talking like you are the one conducting the election. And despite all that, we agreed that, yes, let's go to these elections, the will of the people, even with all these, disadvantages, is going to be expressed. So we must look at the institutional weaknesses that we have created in Kenya. Okay. Allowing individuals to fund political parties, unlike what the Kenyans spoke in the constitution, that let us institutionalize political parties, not to belong